Little oldie. Oldie. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Let's do some work. Let's do some math work. So here, what we got once again is what's called, okay, you want basically the angles, okay, and we'll talk more about this, but these are called vertical or opposites, okay. So you could do it any which way you can. I don't know how you did it, what you did first. So remember, a straight line is always 180. So if you look at this right here, you cover everything else, okay? This straight line is 180 degrees, but we already have 20, right? So what you should have done is said, okay, A plus 20 equals 180. All right, you should have written that down. And just to set it, I know you could do it in your mind, but I want you to get used to writing the equation. So now we're going to go ahead and take away 20 on both sides. So this cancels, it's a 0. So my A is 180, take away 20, which is 160. All right? So that is correct. So it's 160 degrees. Okay? So then I could go ahead and put 160 right here. Okay? So then I could go ahead and do this one here. But I already know that this is 160 and the B is going to be 20 because I already did one. So you don't have to do it again. So we could go ahead and do this and say, okay, right here it's going to be 20 because 160 plus 20 is 180. And then you could cover the side, right, and say, oh, this is 20. So this right here, C, is also going to be 160 degrees. So that's 160 degrees. And you notice that there's only two numbers that we're using, 160 and 20, because when you add up all the angles, it's going to be a circle. And the circle is how many degrees? 360. That is correct. Okay, that is correct. 360. All right. So this one's going to be 20. So there you go. So if you got it right, put a little check on the work. Put a check on A equals 160, and then right here, 1, 2, 3, you got it right. Okay. If you got it wrong, just say, oh, I subtracted wrong, whatever. Okay. So go ahead and do that real quick. Let me take a little pause from the video so that you guys can look at the answers. All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. Next, blue moon. Here we go. All right. So on number one, just if you keep an eye on what's happening, look at the A and look at the C. They're the same, right? Because they're opposite each other. Okay, that's going to be important. And now look at the B and look at 20. Right? They're opposite each other. They're going to be the same all the time. All right. So just remember because that's going to help us for the new lesson. Okay. So the opposites. Okay. So now if I look at this one, okay, I have 111 degrees. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a line, put a paper like that. See a straight line right here? Bam. That's 180. But this is 111 and then plus F. So I'm going to put 111 plus F is equal to what? 180 because it's a straight line, correct? So now let's just go ahead and do the work. That's 111, that's a positive because it's always on the left side of it. That's a sign, positive. So I'm going to put minus 111, not this one right here. And then minus 111. So that'll be F equals 180, take away 111. I don't know if you guys got that. Let me see. Go ahead. Let me see. 111. Oh, 111. So that's 69 degrees. So that part right here is going to be 69 degrees because 69 plus 111 is 180. And again, remember what we were saying, the opposites, right? If this is 111, then E is also going to be what? 111 because it's on the opposite. Okay, so E is also going to be 111. Okay, and then if D and F are going to be the same number, degrees. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so make sure you got this. All right. So far, so good. All right, so got the setup, the answer, the answer, the answer, the answer. Okay. So remember, there's two different answers only. All right, two different answers. You don't got like 5 different numbers. On this one, it's going to only be 2. Okay. And then so far, so good. All right, nice. And let's go ahead and do the other one. Mister, well, look, I have 53. I know H because you were saying that the opposite is going to be the same. Can I go ahead and just do that? Yeah, why not? So 53, this is going to be the same as H, right? So H is 53 degrees. All right, that was easy. So now let's go ahead. You could do the bottom one. That's fine if you want to do the bottom one, you know. So right, again, straight line, so this is 58 and this is G. So 53 plus G is equal to 180. See that? 53 plus G or G plus 53, it doesn't matter. But remember, 53, since there's no sign in front of it, okay, because the positive goes with the G. If it's negative, it goes with the G. Okay, so let me zoom in. So then what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and take away 53 on both sides. So that's G is equal to 180. Take away 53. I don't know what that is. Let's check it out. Check it out. Use your calculator. 127. 127. Okay, 127. So there you go. So 127 is G. Right here is 127. 127 degrees. Oh, sorry. 127 is G. And again, I, since they're the opposite, all right, it's going to be the same. So this part right here, the G, is going to be the same as I because they're the opposite. Should remember that. When they're next to each other, it's called adjacent. They're adjacent to me. All right, when they're next to each other. When they're across, they're opposite. All right, adjacent. All right. All right, and then opposite or vertical. They call it vertical as well. Okay, so that's going to be I. It's going to be 127 degrees. So far, so good. Again, the setup, the answer, and then the answer's right there. Bam. All right. So far, so good. Any thumbs up? Let's see if you got it right. Thumbs up. Thumbs up if you're getting them right. Easy. Easy. All right. Cool. Nice. Now on this one, nice. Good job, Amber, Frank, Jacob. Good job. Nice. That's good. That's good. Are you guys like getting it now? Like, oh man, this is easy now, right? No? Or you already knew it? Nah. Okay. So now the only thing I wanted here was angle J. So what's angle J? Anybody have an answer? You could type it in. How about Drew? Drew's, you're here. 170. Yeah, 170. Right here, because look, they're opposite each other. That's an easy one. You could have done this and that. You could have done the long way. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But remember, opposites or vertical is the same thing. So it's going to be 170. So I didn't have to do anything. Unless you could have put x here. X plus 170, you would have got 20. And then 20, you would have done the same thing, right? 20, 20. But easy right there. And now here, 135. Again, these are adjacent. So it doesn't matter if you do look for A or you look for B. It doesn't matter which one you want. All right. You can look for any of them. So let's do B. Let's do the bottom. And remember, it's a straight line. So this from here to here is 135. But what's B? Well, I know if I add these two together, it's going to be 180, right? So let's go ahead and set it up. Ready? Here we go. Set it up. Go. B plus 135 equals 180. What do I do? What do I do? Yeah, subtract 135. Take it away. So that's B equals, what? 25. No. No, let me double check. I might forgot. I don't know. All right. Let me see. 180 take away 135. That's why I always want to use a calculator. So I got 45, and someone typed in 45, and that is correct. Thank you. Yeah, 45. Vicente, good job. 45. So B is 45 degrees, right? So remember, the 135 is with this one, but I didn't want anything. I didn't want anything over here. So on this one, you don't have to do anything. But I want, since I have B, I know that it's going to be the same as A because it's opposites, right? All right, so that's basically your answer. A and B are the same, so 45 degrees. 45 degrees. So check the setup and the work, and then you're done. All right, I think that was it. I only gave you 5 problems. All right, let me stop the video. Good job, you guys. So now go ahead and upload it. Take a picture of it. Ooh, take a picture of it and upload it. All right, let me stop the recording.